Hi guys, it's Dom here. Just had a wonderful chat with Connie Sgarbossa from SeeYouSpaceCowboy about the UK shows coming up, including Outbreak Festival. Obviously, it was very short, just because they were on tour. See You Space Cowboy, currently on tour, playing Texas, on the way through Texas when we did this one. So it was a little bit jumpy. Hopefully you enjoy it and appreciate it. It was a pleasure. Thank you to Connie for the time and Harrison Gooders Gold Group for setting this up as well. I appreciate it. Thank you for the love, and we'll speak to you soon. Take it easy. You've got some amazing UK shows coming up too. You got Outbreak coming up, which I'm super excited about because I'm going to be there. A bunch of other awesome UK shows coming up as well. How are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. We've only been to the UK like once, but like the UK legit like saved this band's life. So
Right.
I'm really excited to like go back because we definitely were very just gruntled bands on our last tour, and then we came to the UK and it was like some of the craziest shows. Like Upsurge was like the craziest show we had ever played up to that point. So like UK saved this band from breaking up. So I'm really excited to come back and
That's
do it
awesome.
all over again.
I'm so excited to see it. Obviously, it's such an intense show, and I guess I wanted to ask you as well because you've been through such a whirlwind of a time with the band. The last few years, a lot of success with the music and in terms of streaming and everything. How do you? Because you can't speak for all the band, but how do you define success, Connie? What does success mean to you?
I mean, I oddly enough, like I don't really have a way to like measure that at all. Like I just
Okay.
don't like I don't because like for me like I never really gave a fuck about like quote unquote making it, and I still really don't. Like
Yeah.
kind of everything that's happened to us is just like fallen upon us. Like we've just always had this band mentality of we're just gonna like whether it was when we were booking like full 42-day DIY tours or what we do now, we've always had the mentality of just we're gonna go out and do it, and that's like really like all that matters to me. I've never really cared or catered to like any idea of like making it or being successful.
Mm, mm.
I never wanted or thought that I'd be doing music for a career. It just kind of was always like a thing I enjoyed doing. Like since I was like 14, 15, I played
Yeah.
like the local scene. And then when I got older, I started touring everywhere. Just literally to like go on an adventure essentially.
Yeah, definitely is an adventure. I'm so buzzed for all you've been able to achieve. Obviously, the record only came out last year, Romance of Affliction, and I know it's not been that long, but how do you look back at the kind of again all of the opportunities that record has given you in terms of being able to travel the world and also meet so many people and access so many people. I've heard so many stories over the last few months of how that record has impacted people's lives. I don't know how you feel about that.
I mean, it's really cool to like because I've always been the kind of person that like especially with that album and like that's like a very personal like album that's just like for my own catharsis.
Mm.
But it's really cool that it does resonate with people and people can like have get that sense of catharsis from listening to it as well. And it's really cool that it has allotted us like a lot of new opportunities, and even like the tour that we did to when it released was like hands down the most amazing tour we've ever done. And it was like really cool because it was the first headliner we'd done, full US headliner we'd done in a while, and it was just wild to have the record come out like a few days ago and have people already singing along to like all the words and stuff. It's I didn't know how it was going to be received because we were trying a lot of new stuff on it. But the reception just like blew me away. It's been really cool, especially like I said for an album that's so personal to me, and it was really just like I treated it like this album will be my diary for like the last few years of my life, and I'm just
Yeah,
gonna put it out there, and what happens happens. So it's
yeah.
been really really amazing.
That's really cool, and I guess it moves on to my next question as well. Because obviously you're not necessarily too much. You don't think about success too much, but in terms of the messages you leave, on the records, do you think much about the legacy of these records and how they're going to be perceived by people? Do you have not necessarily a mission statement, that's probably the wrong phrase, but do you think about the legacy of See You Space Cowboy and your legacy as an artist? Like, does it bother you? Does it register with you, or do you think about it or not at all?
Not really. I mean, because Space Cowboy has always been so free form. We
Mm,
play whatever we want. We started out making like sassy, grindy stuff. We
yeah,
like released like a pure metalcore album. Like now we're doing this album. Like it's never so much like maybe think of like what my legacy is gonna be. It's always just kind of been what do we feel like making now? Like
mm,
what do we feel like doing? Like what? And the lyrical content is always what's happening in my life. It changes to like whatever I'm feeling at the time, more
yeah,
emotions and stuff.
yeah,
Um, and so like I guess like I don't so much think about like what my like so-called stamp will be on music. It's more just like if anything, like if it is gonna leave a legacy, I want it to just be my our artistic expression.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely, artistic expression, and that's one of the things I did want to ask you as well. Is the stage show is so energetic, or I love watching live. I'm really excited to see you guys live personally because I've seen lots of live videos and the energy is there, but also the visual aspect of what you do is quite striking. The videos seem to be again very intense and very thought out, and I wonder how much emphasis do you put on the visual side of what See You Space Cowboy is, because it seems like there's quite a lot of art involved in what you do visually too.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said like my passion is for like visual before music. Like I don't have much musical talent, but like I've done graphic design work and like been creative director for projects like for a long time. And so like for me, like when it came to like romance, like being able to work with Cameron Nunez on the being able to do the same thing, like sending him a full breakdown and talking to him, because like I like to take a creative director role on those videos, and he's always 100% down to work with me in every way. So like we put a lot of work into all that for this record, so it means a lot to me because like that's my area of expertise, while everyone else is the musical people.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's amazing. It's a testament to your creativity, Connie, as well. Uh, for the message then for UK fans, obviously there is those tours coming up. Well, the tour coming up. What is your message to the people in the UK that have supported you and will continue to do so as you continue on your journey?
I mean, I guess like the message would be the same as like my message for like everyone. Like I hope that like people resonate with the music, and I hope that like people want to come out and just like let everything out. Like music has always been the like greatest source of catharsis for me. It's always been a thing where I can just listen or go to shows and just be like let everything, as cliche as it is, let everything that's bothering me just like let it all out in this cramped little room. So I guess my message would be like, yeah, if everyone's feeling a certain way, or even if they just want to have fun, just like roll through, get weird, jump around, jump the fuck off stage. Like I don't care, do whatever. Just like hardcore and like these genres of music, like they're meant for like that expression, that big exhale that we
Yeah,
all
yeah.
need.
Well, just before we finish, then, because I know you're in the middle of touring, have you got anything you'd like to plug outside of the record? Obviously, you've got the UK tour dates, but any other projects, anything else that you can tell me you'd like to plug to finish off?
I don't really have anything right now. I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that like we can't like
Yeah, yeah,
announce yet. But I
sure.
can say that like what like we do have a lot of touring coming up. We have a lot planned. It's all hidden away still.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's an exciting time for you guys, and can't wait to see you at Outbreak Festival. Looking forward to catching up with you again off road, Connie, for sure. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. I'm sure I'll see you again soon.
Yes, you definitely will.